What up? What up? What up? We're gonna get it started here in a second. What up, Steven? Clay, what up? Q, what up? Will Robinson was good. Rope, what up? Your boy Bacon, I like that name. What up, man? Your boy Bacon. You know I gotta have my cigar, Steve. We straight. What up, Eric? Oh, Kyle, you about to light up? That's what's up, man. Let's get it. Y'all know what it is, hooligans. What up, Marlo? Welcome back. Y'all know what time it is, man. You already know what time it is. Yes, sir. Make sure I speak to everybody, man. Oh, Steve, we gonna definitely get into the NFC South. We got a lot to talk about tonight. We going up tonight, man. We lit tonight. Jamal, what up? The Red Pearl. What up, baby? Oh, the Red Pearl. Hey, man, welcome. Welcome to the channel, bro. Glad you catching up on all the videos, man. Stay tuned, man. We lit. Perry, what up? Day one, Willie, what up? Yeah, we're gonna talk about. You know, we gotta get into James Winston. Kyle, what up? Willie Kennedy, what up, bro? Oh yeah, we handing out flowers today. You already know what time it is. What up? I told the hooligans I'm gonna give them 5 minutes. Told y'all last live I'm gonna give you 5 minutes. Then we gonna hit it. We gonna start going. I want to give y'all time to get in the room. Then we gonna start going. So I went away from making videos because y'all wanted me to do live stream. So I changed up things, started going live, and it looked like y'all like that better. So it's cool. That's what we're gonna do. All right, got about 30 more seconds. So y'all can't say I started the live and went right in. I gave you some time. If you ain't joined my Instagram, make sure you go to Tampa 2 YouTube on Instagram. Tampa 2 YouTube on Instagram. That's how you're gonna know everything that's going on, when the live's going up, everything. Grizzlo, what up, Grizzlo? Grizzlo, one of my moderators. Y'all make sure y'all show some respect to Grizzlo, man. He definitely a day one hooligan. What up, Kwame? Frank G, what up? I see you. Still trying to figure out how the Bucs won that game. We're gonna talk about it. Why not give Vita Vea the ball on? Oh man, we're gonna. Hey, Jamari, make sure I come back to that. I got an answer for that. All right, look. I done gave y'all 5 minutes to come into the room, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. Now look, it's a lot of streamers out there that's gonna be streaming talking about the Bucs on live earlier today and throughout the night. So I don't mean to split the fan base up like that, but we got to talk about it, man. So, first, foremost, shout out Hooligans. Number one. All my supporters, shout out to y'all, man. If you just joined the channel, this your first time on the live stream, I just know I'm going to try to get to the comments, all of the comments I can, but sometimes they come too fast and I can't get through them, and so sometimes I got to skip through to get more current, but I'm going to try to definitely get to all of them, or all of them that I can. So first of all, shout out to the Colts. I'm going to keep it real with you, Colts fans. Y'all got a nice little squad out there, man. I ain't gonna lie, y'all got a nice little squad out there, and y'all got something with Jacoby, man. Y'all got something with Jacoby. We're gonna get into the reasons why the Bucs was able to do to y'all what we did to y'all, and why we were a superior squad today. But that doesn't take away from the team that y'all got. Y'all got a good team. Just keep building on it. Now, done with that. Always give some flowers to the opponent that we play every week. Now, let's get into this game. Jameis Winston, and I told y'all, for me to like Jameis Winston, to get on the Jameis Winston bandwagon, he had to play consistent. And I said, even if that consistency means you're going to throw a pick or two, at least we know how to deal with you. As such, y'all hear notifications going off on the phone, don't worry about it. And as such, you did exactly what we know you to do. Opened up the game and threw a pick. For whatever reason. Seems that you just got to get it out of your system. And so what I did in my living room, right, when you threw that first pick, was go, oh, well, I knew you were going to do it, so go on, get it out the way. But here's the difference, and the thing that changed with me today about you, Jameis Winston. You were proving several things that make you a franchise quarterback. That's right, hooligans. I'm on board. Number one, you are proving that you are resilient. It takes a strong mental quarterback, or a mentally strong quarterback, to be able to throw picks the way you do and come out and act like that didn't happen. That takes talent, and I'm serious. It's to the point that we, the fans, or at least I am, starting to go, okay, he threw a pick, but he'll make up for it. Now, don't think I'm fooled. I'm not fooled, though, that you're going to learn or somehow stop throwing picks all of a sudden, because I don't think that's going to happen. But you are also proving that with a good defense, you can keep us in the game and make the throws necessary to give us a chance to win. You also proven to me that you are a tough quarterback. Some quarterbacks are like damn tissue paper. Mariota is one of them. You can't touch this man without him going straight to IR. He can't get sacked, he going to IR. You're not brittle. And I don't expect you to be, because you're a big guy, but you're not brittle. You don't break easy. mentally or physically. That's the stuff franchise quarterbacks are made of. As a Tampa Bay fan, I don't, the hooligans don't, and the rest of the fans don't want to have to worry about the quarterback position. We lived too many years wondering what we're going to do about the quarterback position. And I'm going to tell you, that's some of the worst times when being a Tampa Bay fan. That's some of the worst times I've ever experienced. As a fan of this team, is what the hell we going to do about a quarterback? We can go all the way back. Well, I don't want to go back too far. We can go back to Josh McCowns of the world, and then your Josh Freemans, and then your shit. We can go back to Brad Johnson, even though he got us a ring. But those are some of the worst teams. When you talk to the fans, some of the worst teams are the teams that have a problem at quarterback. Now, it could be the quarterback, a veteran quarterback that's just washed up, or they can't find one. And you may be void of a running game. You may be void of a big name wide receiver, but nothing feels worse than being void of a quarterback. That is really, really, really hard to find is a franchise quarterback. And those teams that do have them are very lucky to have them, and those fan bases know that. So all of this time, Jameis Winston, that you've been on this team, we have wanted you to show that you could be the face of this franchise, and that's on the field and off the field. And we also understand that there is no position on that field in today's league more important than the quarterback position. And this is the reason why we were ready to ship your ass out of town. And a lot of the fan base still is. But then I sat back and thought today of all the problems we could have with our quarterback. Some quarterbacks out there throw a lot of picks. They don't throw as many as you, but throw picks or fumble a lot. And it don't seem like that is going to. I'll take the Panthers quarterback, Kyle Allen, for example. He is a fumble machine. All he does is get tapped on and get touched on, and he fumbles. And you're like, damn, I'm glad we don't have that problem. Then you got those quarterbacks that are horrible teammates or horrible off the field, always in some trouble, or always saying something in the media that brings bad light on the team, or always does something stupid. And you go, damn, man, why does he have to be our quarterback? Because I talk to those fan bases and I know. Then you got those quarterbacks that show so much promise. They don't throw picks a lot. They just don't got it. They don't have it. They don't get the NFL. And they could be so much better. They just don't get it. See Carson Wentz. Something about Carson Wentz just ain't right. And you're like, I don't understand this man. He's talented, but there's something about him that just ain't right. So when what we wanted in the quarterback was somebody that we didn't have to worry about on the field or off the field. So early in your career, we had to worry about your off the field antics. And your on the field antics, your on the field play wasn't good enough for you to have off the field incidents. So you stopped all of that, which is good. You grew up, you matured. But then your on the field play just wasn't getting better. And you didn't show early on that you could recover from mistakes you made. So the consistency that I wanted to see was, can you play as hard? Can you play the same? Can you play with grit and drive and tenacity, strength, even though you make mistakes and overcome them? because the team feeds off of that. If you're going to be a franchise quarterback, you ain't got to be perfect. But what you got to do is you got to make the team, you got to galvanize the team and make them get behind you, and you got to lead by example with your play. And every time you step on that field, no matter what happens, the team has to feel like this game ain't over. We can play for 60 minutes. And that used to not be the case. Oh, but today, you showed, and over the past few weeks, you showed that you can be that. You showed that you deserve an opportunity to continue to get better with your decision making and represent Tampa Bay as a franchise quarterback. All of this time, I have been not with it. But I said I would change my mind if you showed consistency in every way that I just talked about. And today, and over the past few weeks, you have done that. So long as you continue to do that for these next two games, I think that you can represent Tampa Bay as our franchise quarterback. I'm on board. Tampa 2 is on board with making Jameis Winston the franchise quarterback. There, I said it. Flowers to you, Jameis Winston. Byron and Leftwich. I've been critical of you and your play calling, but you also have shown consistency. So now let me tie you to Jameis. What you did today was show me where your confidence level is with Jameis Winston, you and BA. Because normally what happens with Dirk Cutter is Jameis throw a pick or two, and then he takes half the playbook and throws it in the trash. He says, this last half of the playbook, we're not even going to use because he's starting to throw picks today. Byron and Leftwich decided not to do that. Matter of fact, they went harder. You threw a pick 6. The next series, the play they called a deep ball play. They are showing me that they refuse to let you fail. I guess that's why they call Bruce the God the quarterback whisperer, I guess. They are refusing to let you fail. They're not going to let you fail. Dirk Cutter washed his hands with you and was okay with letting you fail. These past offensive coordinators was okay with letting you fail. And they lost their jobs because of that. Byron Leftwich is not changing what his game plan is. He looks at down and distance, he look at percentages and averages, and he look at defenses, and he looks at personnel groupings, and he says, this is the play I would normally call in this situation, and I don't give a damn if you just threw a pick 6. We calling it. Let's go. Flowers. Hats off, and flowers to you, Byron Leftwich. For your play calling today, it was masterful and has been consistently masterful. You have shown me that you know what you're doing now. I think you're going to be a good offensive coordinator in this league, provided you stay consistent. Flowers to you. Going into this game, Bruce the God said we gonna need to run the ball. We gonna need to run. Well, I don't know if y'all said that just to play around, but There was a lot of passing. We mixed some running there too, but there's a lot of passing. You, the play calling showed off how prolific this offense is. And then Mike Evans went down. And I said, oh man, they're gonna roll coverage over the Chris the God. And they did. And I said, man, we ain't got a third receiver like that. Much less a fourth receiver. But guess what? Bashard Perriman, man, you showed up again. You showed up again, and you showed that you could be a valuable receiver on this team. You and the other guy. What was the guy's name? Man, I forgot what the guy's name. The other receiver, Justin Watson. Justin Watson even got in the game today, and it showed that we can hit you using anybody we need to use. On if they make a see, and that's the thing about our roster. We used to feel like you can make the Bucs roster just by being able to play the game of football at a high level. You don't got to really be that good. You just got to be able to. But see, now, if you want to make this roster, oh, you got to be good. You got to be consistent. You got to ball the hell out every week. You're not finna make this D line if you ain't balling out. You're not finna make this linebacker core with 45 and 54 and not ball out. You ain't finna be, and now you can't be a corner in that cornerback room if you ain't balling out. You want to be a receiver on the Bucs, you got to ball out. When your number's called, you got to catch it. You got to ball out. You want to be a running back on the Bucs team? Okay. See, it used to be the coach just had to know you and you made the team at running back. Oh, you can't do that now. You got to move the ball. You got to pick up blocks. You don't pick up blocks, your ass on a bench. This roster means that to make this team, you have to be competitive. See, championship teams, that's the case. If you go back to when the Bucs won the Super Bowl, you wasn't making that defensive squad if you wasn't balling out. You wasn't going to do it. Because 55 wasn't going to let you on that team. 99 wasn't going to let you on that line. Rondé wasn't going to let you in that DB area unless you balled out. That is the difference. And you all are proving it now. You're shutting me up. And I got to give you your flowers, right? So, offensive line, you're still struggling. You're still struggling. Lucky for you, Jameis Winston plays some of his best football when he outside of the pocket. Lucky for you. You know what that told me though? We cannot have a statue at quarterback. Our offensive line ain't good enough. And it's gonna take at least 3 years to make it good enough for a statue at quarterback. So we can't have it. So you gotta be a mobile quarterback. You gotta be able to move your feet. That is gonna make us getting this offensive line where it needs to be a little bit easier because we have a quarterback that can make things happen on the move. Offensive line, you don't get flowers today. Not yet. But you did good enough against that defense. That defense ain't top 5 or nothing like that, but you did good. Offensive line, tight ends. For so many weeks, the hooligans have been asking me, why aren't we using the 2 tight end set and why aren't we using our tight ends more often? Oh, we used them today. Cameron Brake got in the game and Howard got in the game. And see, what you have to do is build confidence in Byron and Leftwich to where he work you in the game plan. And for a lot of weeks, OJ Howard didn't build that trust, so he wasn't writing. They wasn't writing him in the script. But consistently, he's been doing well when his numbers called. Well, you getting ready. I can see that they're writing you into the game plan. Same thing with Cameron Brake. Cameron Brake, you used to be our third down pressure. When third down and 6 came up, everybody looked at you. You and Mike Evans. Well, now you can't do that. Because that thing can go to Cameron Brake, it can go to Chris DeGardo, it can go to Mike Evans. And now it can go to Brashard Perriman or Justin Watson, whoever in the game. And also it can go to 44, I think his name Ugambable, or however you say his name. I call him 44. It can go to him out of the backfield. Great addition to the team. So, tight ends, you get your flowers. Wide receivers, Mike Evans, man. I don't know why I keep talking. I hate to do this to you, but you got to have some of the softest, most plush, like waterbed hamstrings in the NFL. Why will you please do something about your hamstrings? Your hamstrings are like unbaked biscuit dough. What's wrong with your hamstring? You didn't even get hit. You're just running. And it was like, oh, he hit another gear. You hit another gear and pull your hamstring? Man, get out of here, man. Your hamstrings got to be the softest in the NFL. They have to be. You got to do something about that this offseason. Somebody, please send this man a workout regimen. They got to have an app for that. You got to Google this, man. You got to go to WebMD and Google hamstring deficiency. Because you tear your hamstring like you in a long jump competition. Like, what's wrong with your I don't know, man. Now you probably out for the season on a play where you was butt naked running down the field and you put a little hop in your step and tore your damn whole back of your leg out. You really got to get in that weight room. You about to be a liability. Because that's ridiculous. But you get your flowers. Brashard Perriman, I ain't on the Perriman train just yet. You ain't fooling me with 3 good games. You ain't fooling me. Because now they got their eyes on you. And look, now that Mike Evans is gone for the season, which I think he's going to be out for the season, boy, it's time for you to step up. You got 2 games. You stepped up today. You've been stepping up over the past couple of weeks. But it's time. It's your time. Prove why you need to be here. Justin Watson. Boy, you look good. We've been waiting on a replacement from Adam Humphries. Now, you ain't no Adam Humphries, at least not yet. But when your number is called, you catching the ball. You standing there and you doing your thing. Now, some of those passes that James threw was behind their receivers. He got to learn how to lead his receivers a little bit more. Stop throwing the ball at the receivers. Throw the ball to the spot where the receivers are going to be so they can continue to run and get yak. Mike Evans, I want you to start catching the ball and going to the ground. That you're gonna have to be a possession receiver. Go up, catch the ball, fall on the ground. That's how you stay healthy. Because I don't know if you're gonna tear the back of your knees out. Because your chicken ass legs. Man, let me stop getting on my ear. Pyramid, you get your flowers. Justin Watson, get your flowers. Rojo, you've been picking up the blitz. Now you let a few through. I saw it. But you've been doing pretty good picking up your blitz, and I like it. Rojo, you got a career here in Tampa Bay. Keep playing how you playing. Peyton Barber, I hope to bring you back, and I hope you stay with the team. But if you don't, Rojo is a very good serviceable back. He'll do. Him and Okumbaboy. I wish you changed your name. Anyway, him and 44, we got a good little running back room, something to build on. And even though we didn't have a spectacular run game today, we had enough to make us not have to worry about the running back. See, now remember I told you, Bucs fans don't want to have to worry. It's this between y'all got to get better, then we have to worry about it. Like the kicking situation, we had to worry about it. We close our eyes every time you kick the ball. Now we don't have to do that. Matt Gay gonna pretty much make all his kicks. We good. So, Rojo, you get your flowers. Peyton Barber, man, I don't know why y'all this week Rojo wanna miss his blitz pickup, and then the next week Peyton Barber wanna miss his blitz pickup. Y'all got to figure that out. But y'all been doing okay. Y'all serviceable. But when it's time to play them championship teams, them deep in the playoff teams, them little things y'all can't be doing. Y'all got to figure that out. Pick up the blitz. If you get beat, you get beat. But pick it up. Look. When the ball is snapped, look who coming. And then block that man. Get in his way. But you get your flowers. Offensive line, I don't know what you're going to do. But anyway, let's move on to the defense. Offensively, the Colts wasn't doing nothing spectacular. They was playing regular football. That's all they was doing, playing regular football. Calling and stuff, they played the plays that they like to call. Jacoby Brissett ain't nobody. He ain't knocking down the Hall of Fame no time soon, right? So you played a really good Colts squad today. And I think the defense answered the call. We already told you that you got to score 30 plus points to beat us anyway. You can't come in there scoring 17 points to beat us. You're going to have to score 30 at least. And you got to remember, the Bucs, and only because it's Christmas time, wrapped up 17 points and gave it to the Colts. Merry Christmas. The defense got to deal with that. The defense got to stand in there and deal with the fact that the Bucs offense is giving up 17 points every game to the defense. And like men, you stood up. I like it. Defensive line continues to show and prove you can't run on Tampa Bay. That shit is dead. You come in the game with your little run plan, and it ain't gonna work. You need to know that. In the middle of our defensive line, Colts fans that's gonna watch this video, the hooligans like to call it a soup. It's called the Veya soup. And that damn soup is hot. week in and week out. Saquon Barkley couldn't run on us. Christian McCaffrey couldn't run on you. Todd Gurley can't run on. You're not gonna run on us. Stop. Your ass better get your passing playbook out. The defensive line continues to prove to me that they are serviceable. We get a few additions here and there, we're gonna be good. William Golston, man, you're in on the plays. I see you. There was a point in time when I didn't want you on this team no more. But you're in on the plays. I see your body laying in there. I like it. Dominic and Sue, you're showing why we brought you to this team. Your leadership. You standing in there, and let me tell you something, Bucs fans. Dominic and Sue ain't standing there with his hips on his shoulders. I mean, his hands on his hips. Like, taking off plays and, oh, I'm a vet, man. I'm chilling, man. I'm good, man. We trashed it. No. And y'all said he was going to do that. And he didn't do that all season. Vita Vea. Still, every game, putting his hand in the dirt, making offenses pay for trying to do anything up that middle. You're going to pay for it. And if they get through, it's too late. It's too late if they get through. And then I saw Dominic and Sue start adding a little wrinkle to his game. You know what he started adding? Putting his hands up. Dominic and Sue was bull rushing, and he'll try a little swim move every now and then. That shit don't work. He got the bull rusher, but now he adding his hands to the game. Bucs fans, pay attention to that. Sue is directly the reason why Vita Vea has made such a leap on that defensive line this year. The leap that he wasn't making with previous defensive tackles. And we ain't got to do it in a nasty way. See, previous defensive tackles felt like the fans wanted him to be Warren Sapp. No, we just wanted you to make the people around you better, and you wasn't doing that. But Dominic Sue is doing that, and he's doing that by being a professional football player and leading the way and showing you how to do this. Look, they may not have 1,000 sacks. That's okay. I want you to get the quarterback off the spot, and I want you to make sure he cannot step up in the pocket. And if you notice, quarterbacks don't step up in the pocket on us like that. They can't. You know why? Because of the suit. Flowers. JPP, man, you where you at? You kind of, all right. I feel like you took this game off. JPP. And I know you watch my videos. I saw you. Now, I'm not going to say you was loafing, but I got my eyes on you. Don't be loafing. Get in there and get to work. Now, I shouldn't have to talk to you about that, JPP. Yeah, your name got called 1 or 2 times, whole game. I need you to be more active in the game. Was the offensive lineman killing you? All right. Because you want to get paid too. Shaq Barrett continues to lead the league in sacks. Shaq, they're figuring out ways to neutralize you. You got to switch up your game a little bit, but I still like you. People, the middle linebacker for Tampa Bay Buccaneers is one of the best middle linebackers in the NFL. Let's get it right. Stop me when I start lying, please. Now, Devin White, I was talking a lot of trash to you. I was talking about you ain't it. You're a waste of a pick. You know why I said that? Because I want you to shut me up. You know, Terrell Owens, most diva wide receivers, they do all that. They used to do all that dancing and all this stuff. And I think it was Terrell Owens that went and stood on the Dallas Star. And people say, I can't stand when them wide receivers do that. You know what he said? He said, well, stop me from doing that. Shut me down. When you shut me down, I can't do it. I can't do what I want to do. So stop me. You know what Devin White said? He said Tampa too. Why you talking crazy to me? I'm still trying to learn. I said, stop me. I go for you, James Winston, everybody. Stop me from talking crazy. Humble me, please. I like to be wrong. And you did. The middle linebacker position is figured out. Remember, I said we don't want to have to worry. And we don't got to worry about our linebackers. Not with Devin White. Y'all saw the heads up play he made to get that fumble. It was critical. It was crucial. And it was necessary for the win. And all he did was saw the man going down. He was like, oh, you ain't going to tuck that ball. Do you know what defense you playing against? Do you know what about this linebacking core? Oh, you think it's a game? Pat, fumble. Tuck the ball. Oh, we gonna get it. He just tapped it out. Pop. Fumble. IQ. You get your flowers, linebackers. Corners. It's your turn. I need y'all to play better. I need y'all to play better. This man had no name wide receivers out there catching. I said, who is these wide receivers? Pascal, whatever. Who is that? And why is he out there looking like Randy Moss? No, we don't allow such. Now, we did win that game. We did win that game. We did win that game, but come on now. Corners. Y'all got to lock these receivers down, especially these no-name wide receivers. Oh, y'all got to lock them down. These guys that play in the 4th preseason game. If they got guys starting that play in the 4th preseason game and started the 4th preseason game, oh, you got to shut them down. They're at the bottom of the roster. They lucky to be on the team. Now, I don't know who these Colts receivers is. I don't follow their team. But I'm going to tell you, I ain't never heard of them. And if Tampa 2 ain't never heard of them, oh, we got to fix some things now. But I like you. I like where you're going. Heads up play from Jamel Dean. What am I talking about? The pass interference. Y'all don't realize that pass interference is why we won that game. Well, not why, but a large reason why. Now, I like to think it's his football IQ that caused him to do that. Don't sleep on that pass interference. All penalties ain't bad penalties. Why? That man had about a step and a half on Jamel Dean. He catch that ball, that's 6. That's 6. He catch that ball. Jamel Dean said, nope, I'm going to tackle you. I know it's pass interference, but damn it, if you're going to catch this ball, I like it. I hope you did it on purpose, because that tell me where your football IQ is. Your football IQ is way up here. I wasn't mad at the pass interference. I said, oh shit, that's touchdown. And he tackled you, and I was like, there you go. Guess what happened after that? They had to punt the ball. You know why? Because they got a fresh set of downs, and then they went 3 and out. No, did they kick it? No, they didn't kick it field. Well, they punted the ball. Or they did something. They didn't score. 3 and out. Had he not done that and got that penalty, that's touchdown, baby. That shows me the level of growth that these corners have shown over these past couple of weeks. They just got to get better. That's all. They got to get better. They got to learn how to read they wide receivers, they guarding, all that. And when my man Justin Evans get back in that lineup, it's gonna be nasty. And we're gonna bring in the veteran corner, Bucs fans. It's gonna be nasty. Corners, I can't give you flowers today, man. I'm sorry, I can't do it. You gotta be better than that. You did good, don't get me wrong. Can't give you no flowers, I'm sorry. Can't happen. Safeties, same thing with you. Why people getting behind y'all? Safeties. Now, Jordan Whitehead, I've been giving you a lot of praise over the past couple weeks. Whole lot of praise. And today, you screwed me. Pause. Why people keep getting deep? Why people keep getting deep on you? Stop. You are the safety, man. I told you, stop playing on that offensive line. That defensive line. Didn't I tell you that last week? I said, stop coming down and playing all up on that D line. Back your ass up. But you did what you had to do, man. But stop letting people go deep on you. I can't give you flowers today. Matt Gay. I told you the future in Tampa Bay, man. You it. And yet again, you prove how valuable you was. Because guess what else contributed to that win? That missed field goal. He missed it. That shit said boing. I was like, oh, you trash. You're trash. And they had to pick him up. They had to pick him up because Vinatieri got hurt. They had no choice. That's another thing I said, Bucs. We don't have to worry about it. Well, guess what, Colts? That man, Adam Vinatieri, that man is old. Adam Vinatieri is old as hell. Like, he probably already calling AARP to get his insurance right. That man old. Y'all need a new kicker, and he ain't it. What was his? I don't know what that man McLaughlin, whatever his name is. He ain't it. But I don't know. But we good. Matt Gay, you get your flowers yet again, sir. Some of them kicks, I was like, oh, I don't know. And you squeezed it in. I said, there you go. I don't know about it. Shout out to you, get your flowers. So that's my recap. Bucs fans, we gave out our flowers today. Bucs did not win in the fashion in which I would have liked. Jameis Winston don't throw all those picks. We beat them by like 47 or something. The 20. But they showed mental toughness and resilience, and they bounced back. They showed grit and heart. They showed heart today. Colts, y'all did a pretty good job. Y'all didn't have a lot of penalties. We had all these penalties. Y'all played tough. Y'all played hard. And that man that kept picking off Jameis Winston, I was like, please stop throwing it by him. If he over there, don't even look on that side of the field because he picking your ass off left and right. Y'all got good players over there, coach. Just not good enough. And what contributed to that is 45, 3, and 19. 45, 3, and 19. Y'all play the lotto, go play them numbers. 45, 3, and 19. All right. Good game, Bucs. Good, great, masterful play calling from Byron and Leftwich. Great defensive game plan. Great head coaching. Great team win. Ugly as hell, but great team win. Next on the schedule, I know we got the Falcons at the end of the season. We got the Lions, and we got the Texans. We can beat all of them. We can beat the Lions. They ain't that good. We can beat the Texans. Y'all saw them play today? Oh, they was trash today. We can beat them. And the Falcons. Oh, Carolina fans, y'all all right? Carolina, y'all all right over there? Fans, let's talk about Ron Rivera. Ron Rivera, now that we done talking about the game, Ron Rivera, I want to give you some flowers, man. I got a lot of respect for you, Ron Rivera, even though I talk trash to you. I talk trash to you because you are Ron Rivera and you are the head coach of a team that's in our division. But you always had control of your team, and you always seem to be a man of morals, and you never had no bad press on you that I can remember. And I think you're a great head coach, man. You're gonna have a great job. I mean, a great rest of your career. I'm of the opinion that you probably should go to Dallas. I think you're going to Dallas. Bucs fans, I think Dallas is going to fire Jason Garrett, and I believe Jason Garrett will be coaching the Panthers next year. That's what I believe. Could be wrong, but that's what I think. I think Jason Garrett and Ron Rivera are going to swap. But there's going to be a lot of Black Monday firings. So once all the positions open up, then I'll be able to make a better prediction on where he's going to go. But Ron Rivera, man, appreciate having you in the division. Appreciate spanking y'all boys at least once a year. And your team now, well, they've been for a while, trash. The Panthers are trash. Y'all about to be in the basement, Panthers. All of this shit y'all was talking. Y'all about to snatch the keys to the basement from Atlanta. Y'all about to take it. Atlanta just beat y'all. Atlanta scored 40 points on y'all. What? We just beat this. It's not easy. It's not hard to see NFC South fans. The best team in this division is the Saints. The next best team in this division, Bucs. And y'all ain't gonna be able to keep that squad together this whole time. But our team is very young. Next year, the Bucs will take this division. It's a done deal. Panthers gonna have a new coach. I suspect the Falcons are gonna have a new coach. Saints gonna still have their same coach with washed up Breeze. Breeze still good, don't get me wrong, but he gonna get washed up at some point. And I said he only had 2 years left, and this was one of them. If he ain't going after this year, if they win the Super Bowl, he gone, he retired. But if they don't, he may come back another year, and that's it. They done. The Sean Payton Breeze era is over. But Carolina, enjoy your time in the basement. You better bring Cam Newton back. He gonna get a lot of money on free agency. Now, all right, hooligans. It's time to talk to the fans. I'm finna scroll through the comments and see what y'all got to say. I've been talking for a long time. I broke the whole game down, the whole roster down. Let's go. I'm gonna scroll up a little bit and see what everybody's saying. Say BA Warren, Lon said BA Warren on Friday that the practice was a bit shaky and raggedy. Yeah, he did, man. He said that in his press conference. He said he called the team and was like, "Yo, this practice this week ain't go good, man. Y'all think y'all won something? Y'all ain't won nothing. Fuck wrong with y'all? Y'all ain't got to practice. We talking about practice. Yeah, practice. What y'all doing? Get your mind right. Get your mind right." In the first half of the game, definitely the first quarter, BA was like, "See, look at you out there getting your ass kicked." And then he said all the vets started to step up, and he didn't have to do a lot of yelling and cursing because the vets did. That's what this team has always been lacking: leadership. We got leadership now. Vets are speaking up. And he mentioned Levante David. Now, Levante David is a quiet leader. So if he opened his mouth, everybody gonna talk. I mean, everybody gonna listen because he don't talk that much. Bucs, y'all ain't won nothing. Y'all on the winning streak. But don't sit back and think y'all can carry around the trophy. Y'all ain't got the trophy. We didn't have it, but we ain't got it. Protect that flag. Good home win. Yeah, BA had to fire them boys up. He a different kind of coach. I like him. Byron Leftwich, you better pay attention. I told you I think they training you up to take over the Bucs in 2 years, 3 years. Still think we need to draft a running back. I like Rojo, but he isn't a three down. Oh yeah, 3-down running back. Yep, we need a Josh Jacobs or Chris Carson type. Anyone remember Laggard? Oh, LeGarrette Blount. Why did we get rid of him? Okay, I can talk to that. The Red Pearl. We do need to draft another running back. We need to draft an explosive running back. We got to have somebody behind Rojo pushing him. Peyton Barber ain't pushing him. And what BA did by benching him last week was pushing him. So what BA did was put pressure on him from somebody behind him without there actually being somebody behind him to push him. Going forward, if we get a nice running back or bring one in, that person will be the push for Rojo to always be good. And that benching really did show him something. So I agree. We definitely need to draft a running back. LeGarrette Blount. Well, the thing about LeGarrette Blount was, first of all, LeGarrette Blount was slow. He was big, but he was slow. And this team is all about speed at that time and even to this day. So they wanted to get faster. A lot of times the defenses in the NFL progress faster than the offense. The offense kind of plays catch up to the defense. And then the defenses, in college and in high school, the defenders will start to change. And then the offense has to catch up again. And so LeGarrette Blount was slow and we needed speed. And LeGarrette Blount also wasn't catching passes out in the backfield. I don't mind Rojo not being the 3rd down back. I don't mind that because it gives us a little wrinkle on 3rd down because we got a pass catching back who is fresh, right? Because he wasn't in there pounding the rock, so he's fresh. And it is critical that he has good hands. It's hard to find all of that in one running back. Also, you kind of pigeonhole your team to that running back. And if he gets hurt, now you don't, where's your third down threat at running back? Because you only, if you find that person all in one guy, then you putting a lot on that one guy. He's gonna have to run the rock all game, and he's gonna have to be in there on third down and catch the rock if need be. So I think the mix that they got going is very good. Have you a all-purpose running back, and then have you a pass-catching running back that comes in critical times. Also, he can come in and spell the starting running back every now and then and let him get some rest. But we got plays that's just for him. And all I want him to do, number 44, is work on that damn judge machine catching those passes and make sure when that ball come your way, you catch that damn ball and get that first down. Defense giving up 34. Yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about. Fred Well, the offense gave up 17. So let's not put it all on the defense. The offense gave up 17. If you throw a pick and their offense is on a 30, on your 30, they ain't got but 30 yards to go. In the NFL, it ain't impossible to get 30 yards in 2 plays. You can't do that to the defense. And you got to understand, they just came off the field. They getting Gatorade, stretching, putting their little jacket, their little coats on and all that, and they got to go right the hell back out there. They don't even get a break. So you putting a lot on your defense when you throw picks like that. So I can't blame them for 34. Because if you really do the math and you don't give them points on those turnovers, they really only scored 20 points organically. So, and in the NFL today, only giving up 20 points organically ain't that bad. It's pretty good. So I ain't gonna put it all on the defense, but them corners definitely got to play better because they've been getting beat deep and they can't let that happen. Vita and the fullback, no, we can't. We look. The only thing Vita Vea can do at fullback, like he did today, is block, make a hole. Because I'm gonna tell you why. That man's arms is huge. Jameis Winston will not be able to do a quarterback running back exchange with somebody the size of Vita Vea. It ain't gonna happen. You mean to tell me Vita Vea gonna be able to get in his stance, get up, put his hands like this, get the ball, and then bowl it? He ain't gonna do that. His body ain't built for that. He might can run out and catch a pass, but he damn sure can't receive a handoff. You want to see a fumble? Try to do that. Try to hand the ball off to Vita Vea. And I know he played running back in high school. I got that piece. But in high school, he was like 179 pounds. That man 300 pounds today. He far away from playing running back. Would I like to see them try it one time? Yeah, I would. If we blowing a team out and we up by three scores, y'all want to try something fancy like that, then go right ahead. But other than that, no. Let them block. Ghost and balling this shit. Hell yeah, he is. He said Travis said the Giants in the Seattle game we lost hurting bad. Yeah, man. See? All them early games. You lose them early games, man. At the end of the season, it hurts you. You start going, damn, man, if only we would have won that. If only we would have, yeah. It hurts you, man. That's why when we drop them games, I get so mad, and the hooligans get so mad because it's like, this shit going to matter at the end of the year, man. And you see it does. 2 more wins, we having a whole different conversation. 2 more wins, we win out. Especially we win out. If we win out, them 2 wins matter like never before, man. We can win out. And them 2 wins gonna kill us. All right. Let's see. Let's go. Let's see. Seahawks, Titans, and Giants should have been W's. Yeah, definitely the Giants, man. That game there, man. I bet that whole defense was they can take that game back, man. Oh yeah, 3 interceptions and almost 500 yards. Let me tell you something, Colts fan. That's crazy. Y'all picked this man off 3 times. I think was it 4 or 3? Whatever it was at least 3. Y'all picked this man off 3 times, and one of them was a pick six, and y'all still lost. Mm, that's gotta hurt. If we pick a quarterback off 3 times and still lose, and one of them was a pick six, oh, that's gotta sting. So glad it was y'all and not us. All right. And shout out to Jameis Winston, man. Passing for 400 some odd yards. Whoo! That's called getting your defense torched. Y'all let Jameis Winston throw 3 picks and throw for 400 some odd yards. Yeah. Was it y'all defensive play call? I don't know what y'all problem was. That's crazy. Shout out to Jameis Winston. Oh, y'all bringing up Griffin. See, Jameis Winston hurt his hand. For those that didn't watch the game, Jameis Winston hurt his hand at some point, and he couldn't grip the ball after halftime. He couldn't grip it. He had no strength in it. So Ryan Griffin had to come in for a series to let his hand get his strength back in his hand, and it's in his throwing hand. And BA said it's a little fracture in his thumb. I think he's gonna be fine, man. I think he's gonna be fine. But I watched Ryan Griffin, and I've been waiting to see Ryan Griffin take some meaningful snaps, and he did. And he looked all right. But I'm gonna tell you, he looked jumpy. Now, first game, real action. He didn't play in the preseason. First game in some real action. He looked a bit jumpy, and he looked small. He looked real small. When he was standing in that huddle, I said, "Oh no, you look tiny." I don't know. You look like you can deliver the ball. But now I'm curious how you're going to be if you under pressure with a pass rush breathing down your neck and you got to move around and deliver that same ball. I'm questioning it now. Against a real NFL starting defense. You look small and timid. But I'm going to give you this. I'm going to give this to you. That was your first time. And all my fellas out there know when it's your first time, you're a bit jumpy and skittish. You know what I'm talking about. Keep it YouTube friendly, but you know what I'm talking about. All right, we move. Devin is a beast. Yeah, Devin is a beast, man. I'll tell you, man, you set me up, Devin White. You set me up, and I like it. We were eliminated when the Vikings won. That is correct. We were eliminated from playoff contention because of the Vikings winning. See how them 2 games matter? So now we are building on for next year. We will talk draft, Buck fans. We will talk drafts. Season ain't over, but we will talk drafts. Remember I told y'all this whole defense, this defensive line finna get broken. We got a lot of players leaving, or at least their contract is up. So now you got to show why we need to pay you that money. Shaq Barrett must get paid. Must. That is priority 1 is going to be Jameis Winston contract. That's a fact. Priority 2 better be Shaq Barrett. You do not let a sack leader in the NFL leave your organization. You don't do that. You pay that man what he need to get paid, and you keep it. You can let JPP ass go, and I like JPP. You can let him go. You can let Carl Nassib go, because I like Carl Nassib too, but he up too. You can let them go. You better not let Shaq Barrett go. That'd be crazy. The Texans are on the schedule. We're going 8-8. African Rebellion said we're going 8-8. So you probably got us losing to the Texans. Because I don't think you got us losing. You shouldn't have us losing to the Lions. So you must got us losing to the Texans. But if you saw how the Texans played today, I'm not worried about them no more. I'm not worried about the Texans. I was. I'm not worried about them. We can stick with them boys. I'm not saying we're gonna beat them because I'm not sure. I got to look at how they. I got to look at their film today. But and I won't be looking. I care about them next week. But we can definitely beat the Lions and we can definitely beat the Falcons again. So you must got us losing the Texans game. Then they say I think the Bucs will beat Houston. Texans are overrated. I agree with you. Is Kendall Beckwith ever coming back, man? Was class act. Kendall Beckwith. I ain't heard that name. Where is he at? Am I missing something? Where the hell is Kendall Beckwith at? I gotta look and see what the hell going on with him. Is he still on this team? Man, I don't know. Players like that, I don't even pay attention to. Like, who? Like, we'll see. I'll look at it though. I'm gonna look it up because I don't know. I thought Kendall Beckwith was on the couch. Oh, African Rebellion talking about Whitehead. Yeah, man. It ain't that he ain't cutting it, man. It's not that Whitehead ain't cutting it. He cutting it. He consistent. He got to get his skills up. But he can learn. But he been doing pretty solid. But we got players coming back. Maybe next year, but we got some players coming back. Oh, and best believe we will be drafting a safety. Best believe that. It's gonna be probably around mid-round, but we will be drafting a safety. He said, Grizlow said Jamel Dean played like a lockdown corner. How many times was it thrown his way? I don't know. I gotta look at that. Jamel Dean ain't a problem though. He ain't a problem for us. I like him. He ain't a problem for us. Hey, every corner gonna get beat. Every corner gonna get outran from time to time. They gonna get juked out of their shoes. I'm gonna tell you something. Hey, Levante, your ass got juked out your shoes today. I saw it. Your damn ankle bone was all on the grass. You got grass stains all on the side of your socks. That boy shook you out your damn shoes. You better plant your feet. I'm sorry. You better not plant your feet. You better chop your feet. You planted your feet. When he changed positions, your feet was planted. And that's why your damn side of your ankle bone scrubbed the grass. You know not to play like that. You know to chop your feet, man. Stay with the play. Yeah, Bunting played. Yeah, Bunting was in there. I think he got hurt though, man. Like I saw them walking his ass to the sideline. I was like, what the hell going on with him? But he played today. Said Evans too injury prone. You talking about Justin Evans or Mike Evans? Well, either way, Mike Evans' ass is definitely. He ain't injury prone. He hamstring prone. The boy hamstring, man. What up, Byron? Hooligans. Yeah, man, hooligans all day. He said, I miss Quan so much, but we got a good replacement. Why you miss Quan? Quan suspect in the run. Well, I won't say that. I won't do that to him. But he definitely suspect in coverage. You could throw all on the middle over in Quan, and I think Quan hurt. Quan ain't even playing right now, so nah, we good. We good. We definitely got a great replacement. Ben Ward said secondary is young. Once they develop, we're a contender. Yeah, I agree with you. They develop, and then Jameis Winston got to stop throwing picks. And we are certainly a contender with this team. I want y'all to remember though, this ain't the 2020 Bucs ain't gonna look like this, roster wise. Not even close. There's gonna be at least a 50% turnover, 40 to 50% turnover of this roster. I won't go that high. I say a 30 to 40% turnover on this roster. That defense ain't gonna look the same. It will look the same in the secondary. Maybe they'll add a vet, but that D line definitely ain't gonna look the same. Just get ready for that. There's gonna be some new names on that defensive line. But with with the eventual signing, multi-year deal signing of Jameis Winston, because I can see BA don't want to let him go. And with Shaq Barrett getting his contract, we probably bring Dominican Sue back if he want to stay. Chris Goddard be looking for a contract after next year, so we got to keep that in mind. Devontae David need a new contract, so there's a lot of money that we got to spend. So it's good that we got Young at corner, so we got a couple of years before we start having to pay those guys. But this defense is going to look a whole lot different. The offense is going to pretty much look the same outside of the offensive line, but that defense is going to completely change, at least on that defensive line and the linebackers. Let's see where we at. Okay. He said Justin Evans ain't coming back. I don't know, man. We'll see. Justin said Justin Evans ain't coming back. He another Kendall Becker. We'll see. You might be right, but that's okay. These young boys is playing, man. But yeah, Justin White is definitely in there making plays. Believe that. All right, let me catch up with y'all. Grizzlo, I'll holler at you, man. He said he got to go. He got to go. He got to get up early. No doubt, my G. No doubt. Hooligan, appreciate you. Justin Ballard said, who's Panthers QB? Panthers QB right now is Kyle Allen, K. Allen. I don't know what his name. Kyle, I think his name is. And he trash. He garbage. I thought that man was gonna be good, but what the way I was fooled was defenses ain't figured out how to play him yet. Now they know how to play him. That boy trash. They better re-sign Cam. If the Panthers don't re-sign Cam, I'm trying to think of the free agent quarter, because they ain't gonna be the draft one. And he do anything for them the first 2 years. I gotta look. I don't know what they're gonna have to re-sign Cam. If they let Cam hit that damn market and Cam go his ass down to Miami, or no, he wouldn't go there. Or Cam go to San Diego. No, he ain't going there. Nah, he ain't going there either. Yeah, I like Cam in Miami or San Diego if they don't re-sign him. Can't say bring the broom for the Falcons. Falcons, y'all getting swept. Point blank, period. Y'all getting swept, Falcons. Y'all, I don't care if y'all beat them by 40 today. It don't matter. Y'all trash. Dennis said Peyton will go to Dallas. I think so, man. I think so. If the Saints let his ass go, that's the perfect fit for Dallas. Now, barring that, I think. Wait a minute. Now what? Nah, he wouldn't do that. Sean Payton wouldn't go to Carolina, but they ain't gonna get rid of Sean Payton no way. But I think Sean Payton in Dallas would be a great fit. That'd be a great fit with Dak Prescott. Ooh, that's scary. That's scary. Dirk Cutter listening to the fans and became a fan until the Falcons picked him up. Yeah, man. Look, let's keep it real, man. Dirk love the Bucs, man. Let's keep it real. Dirk loved the Bucs. Make no mistake about it, he loved the Bucs. He played for the Falcons. I mean, he coached the Falcons, but he loved the Bucs, and he liked what we doing too. I see you out there, Dirk. You love what we doing. Hey, Gerald, keep it real. Keep it real. Because your heart still got this on it. Your heart still got that buck flag on it. Keep it real. You like what we doing. And you love my style. You love it. Year 5 and still can't stop turning the ball over. I know, man. I know. I know, man. I just that bothered me too, man. That bothers me, man. That Jameis in year 5 still turning the ball over, man. Like you just want him to stop doing that, man. We would be blowing these teams to pieces. He don't throw those picks, man. I truly feel like that. But the thing is he can move the ball. He like a damn enigma or something. He could be the greatest quarterback and the worst quarterback in the league, all in the same damn game, in the same series. I don't know, man. We confused, you know they confused. They the one holding the checkbook. Every day they fill out a check. I mean, every game. They say, here go, we're gonna write them a check for 20 mil a year, 5 years. And they'll put it in the desk drawer. And then about halftime, Jason Light go up there and he shred the check. He said, no. And then in the second half, we win and he signed the check again. And then the next week he shredded again. It's like they don't know what the hell he gonna do, what they want to do. But after today, Tampa 2 is on board, re-sign him. Jemiah said a veteran Super Bowl winning WB. What the hell is that? What's a WB? With one of the greatest coaches and winning coaches versus mediocre and losing coaches. Yeah. See, here's how the culture's changing, right? With BA coming, see, early on, BA was starting to accept losing. Not accept, but he was starting to become okay with it. Like, they still learning because this is his first year. But then Tampa 2 started cooking. And he said, I can't have Tampa 2 cooking me. Y'all boys got to get right. They turned on my video in the locker room and they said, watch this. The man that speaks the truth is talking to y'all. Use it as motivation. Tampa 2 don't believe in you, James. He don't believe in you. 45. Devin White, he think we wasted a pick on you. Proven wrong. Shut him up. I know y'all in the locker room watching Tampa 2 video, and y'all see the hooligans on Twitter going crazy on y'all. So they had to change some things. This culture, this losing culture we got, it's starting to disappear. We expect to win. We walk in there and we expect to win. Take our schedule. If I handed you that schedule that we had this season today, and I said mark our W's and mark our L's, you got us maybe losing to San Francisco. You probably got us losing to the Rams if I gave it to you at the beginning of the season. And you'll probably have us losing to the Texans and maybe the Colts. Out of our whole schedule. Oh well, the Saints too, yeah. So you'll probably have us going 11-5. Probably. Somewhere around there. If I handed you that schedule with this team that we showed today, we expect to win, man. We ain't gonna win 16 games. Yeah, the Patriots can't do that. But we expect to win now. We don't expect to lose. Even if we throw 3 picks in the first quarter, we down 21-0, we still expect to win. That's a difference in the culture, in the fan base. We expect to win. Even today, with that horrible start to this game, we still stayed in the game. We was only down by 2 scores at any given point, and we quickly changed that to one score or a field goal in the score, and we still expected to win, and we did. So the coach is changing. Yeah. All right, we got to skip through. Smallville said Vita Vea better catch the ball for the touchdown because if he catch it in space, he will fumble. I gotta agree with you. The man arms is this big, man. Y'all see he caught the ball and he cuffed it and he fell to the ground. But do not think for 1 second that you finna send Vita Vea out to the flats and throw him the ball and he gonna run the ball in. No. No. It's not gonna happen like that. Willie said the line plays up and down. That is very true. They get up for some games, they get down, but they'll change quarter to quarter, series to series. I don't need the offensive line to be perfect. I need the offensive line to keep Jameis Winston upright. That's it. Let Jameis Winston win the game. Keep him upright. Don't let nobody hit him as much as y'all letting him get hit. If he get hurried, that's okay, but keep him upright. Give him some time. All he needs is an extra 1 or 2 seconds. That's it. That all can change bringing in a high draft pick offensive lineman if you pick the right one, or bringing in a free agent, but that free agent costs a lot of money. The whole play of the offensive line can change by adding one dominant player. Kind of like what happened when we brought in Ali Marpet. When we brought in Ali Marpet, the offensive line gameplay changed. Jemiah said, look up Carson Palmer first 2 years with BA and get back to him. I don't know, he must be talking to somebody. But yeah, I mean, it's stories like that all over the league. Hell, Kurt Warner was damn bagging groceries. And he came in and went to the Super Bowl. So you can look at Carson Palmer and say, well, he was being trash first 2 years, but then he got on point. All these quarterbacks is different, man. It just depends on right timing, right coaching staff, right play calling, right team around them. It depends on a lot of that if they're going to be Super Bowl caliber, but they don't not just to be good, because quarterbacks come in this league and they just good. But and then once they good, you put a team around them, and then they be great. But when the quarterback is trash, it don't matter what you put him on. He gonna be trash. Look at Kyle Allen. You send a different quarterback down there to Carolina, and they definitely in the playoff conversation, if not in the playoffs right now. But right now they are in the basement. All right. You said Brett Favre. Oh, y'all talking about Brett Favre again. Look, everybody want to compare Jameis interceptions to Brett Favre interceptions. Here's the difference, okay? Brett Favre, the problem, well, I won't say problem because he's a Hall of Fame quarterback, but at least in my eyes, but Brett Favre's issue was he would try to create something out of nothing. Nothing is there, and he will try to create something. Most of the time, or a lot of the times, he would do something very spectacular. He would scramble like Russell Wilson does today. Russell Wilson will scramble around, turn around, and you like, oh no, and then he'll launch the ball, and you like, oh, that got to be picked. How that ball came out all sidearm and shit, and it go right to an open receiver, and that's how Brett Favre used to get down. But then there was those games where he would be trying to create something when there was nothing, and he get picked off. And it wasn't like Jameis, where Jameis is going to throw wide open picks where you like, I don't understand how you thought that was a good idea to throw the ball like that. But Brett Favre was doing magical things on that football field. Y'all better look up Brett Favre highlights, and don't cheapen Brett Favre gameplay by comparing him to Jameis, because it ain't alike. Name me a non-future Super Bowl QB that has no O-line or defense. Uh, Name a non-future Super Bowl quarterback. What? I don't understand that. A non-future what? Draft Jacob Eason. Byron. I'm still on the Jacob Eason train, man. I'm still on it. And there's no reason we can't draft a quarterback. Even if we pay Jameis, we should still draft a quarterback. Are y'all crazy? If we get to like the third, fourth round, if they keep Jameis Winston, and in the fourth round, it's still a valuable quarterback on that damn board, you take him. Put him behind Jameis Winston. That's what the Patriots did. They always had a good quarterback behind Tom Brady. And guess what? One of them quarterbacks, Jimmy Garoppolo, is in position right now to go for a Super Bowl win. And he played behind Tom Brady. The Patriots still mad that they let him go. Because Tom Brady bought out of here, as you can see. And Jimmy Garoppolo would have been the perfect quarterback to throw right in that Patriot system. But they let him go. And now I don't know who the hell they got to back up Tom Brady right now. That's going to be anything close to Tom Brady. Jimmy Garoppolo could have been. So they still mad at that. The Patriots, people, you are watching the end of a dynasty. Tom Brady leave, you're watching the end of a dynasty. If you get the opportunity to watch Tom Brady play live, you better take it. You're watching the end of a dynasty. All right, we're gonna scroll through. Oh, my phone's starting to die, y'all. Winston has a hard time reading zone. Cali Buck said Winston has a hard time reading zone. No, I wouldn't say that. I think that Winston has a hard time predicting what the defender is going to do. He knows what the zone looks like, and he knows how to make zone reads. He's got a high football IQ. His problem is, well, two things. He can't really tell what the defender's going to do, and he is not accurate enough to put the ball in a place where he knows the defender's not going to get it. Because when he tries to do that, he ends up puts it in a place where neither one of them can catch it, the wide receiver or the defender. So he's got to learn to be more predictive on what a defender's going to do. And who was the best at that was Peyton Manning. Before you took a step, Peyton Manning knew where you were going. Drew Brees is good at that too. He knows where you're going to go. You cannot bait Peyton Manning, and you cannot bait Drew Brees. If you do, you may do that once a game. You're not going to bait him. He knows what you're going to do. And he just got to be able to get the ball to his wide receiver, and that can prove difficult sometimes, depending on the pass rush, depending on the coverage. But he already know what you're going to do. And he uses his eyes and his head to look defenders off, to make them move exactly where he wants you to move. Peyton Manning used to look at the damn linebacker and look him off, and with his eyes tell that damn linebacker where to go stand. It's crazy. Watch Peyton Manning highlights on YouTube. You'll see Peyton Manning look like this, and that damn defender go like that, and then he throw the ball right there. He'll drop back and go, and the damn defender go just like that, and he'll go, oh, got him. Drew Brees do that too. All right, let's scroll down. A win is a win. You're right, win is a win. Let's see. Year 5, still don't have a running game, offensive line, and secondary. I ain't sure about that. We do got a running game. We do got a secondary. We don't have offensive line. You're right about that. We got a lot of growing to do, though. And he came back. Let me see. Let's see. Fawn said, Jonathan, I'm obsessed with a great quarterback, and he isn't one. That's true. There is no debating if Jameis Winston is a great quarterback to my standard. When you say great, you're talking about the likes of Brett Favre, Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, um, Tom Brady, Russell Wilson. Like you, I would not put Jameis Winston in that tier of quarterback. Those are great quarterbacks. Those are quarterbacks that's in the Hall of Fame conversation, and probably first ballot Hall of Fame all day. To be considered great, you must at least take your team to the playoffs consistently. To be considered great, you gotta at least be in the Super Bowl talks year after year. Now it takes a whole team to do that, but to be considered great, or in Big Ben, the old Big Ben, to be considered great, you got to be in that conversation consistently, year after year. And Jameis Winston has yet to be talked about in such a way. Right now, they're starting to say Jameis Winston is a pretty good quarterback, and they're just now starting to say that. When he starts beating playoff teams, playoff caliber teams consistently, then you can start talking about him with the potential to be great. Once he start winning playoff games consistently and or make it to a Super Bowl, then you can talk about that. I wouldn't say he's a great quarterback yet. All right, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's see. Peyton Manning had Marvin Harris and Edwin James. Yeah, man. Peyton Manning did. Peyton Manning had a team now. Peyton Manning had a team. But that don't take away from the greatness of Peyton Manning. Marvin Harrison does not matter if ain't nobody throwing him the ball. His skills don't matter if he ain't got a good quarterback throwing him the ball. Look at Larry Fitzgerald. Larry Fitzgerald is a great, great Hall of Fame wide receiver. But that team is trash because he don't got nobody throwing him the ball. Peyton Manning mattered. Peyton Manning, one of the greatest quarterbacks I ever seen play the ball. I'm play the game, and it's because of his IQ. Let's see. Let's scroll down. Cheyenne says, I can accept Jameis' picks if he can keep that next play mentality like he did today, because he might have turned me into a nut hugger. Cheyenne, you are Jameis Winston nut hugger. Yes, you are. That's just the truth. Nah, man, I'm just joking. I know today is a glorious day for the Jameis Winston nut huggers. It's a glorious day. That Tampa 2 is on board with re-signing him. Now, make no mistake about it, I never said give him a max contract. Or I'm not against franchise tagging them anymore. I was against that because I would say stop playing. Like, either sign them or let them go. But I do understand the population that says, well, we need one more year to see it. I do understand the population that says that. And I'm with it. Ken said if Tampa played the Pats today, we win. I agree. I agree. Tom Brady don't do well when that pressure get to him, baby. He don't do well. He don't like getting felt on and touched on and rubbed on. He don't like that. And I know we give Cam Newton a hard time for throwing up the damn shit face whenever he started getting touched too much and making mistakes. So Tom Brady do that too. But the difference between Tom Brady got a killer mentality. So he gonna definitely he got a whole nother like personality he tap into he going to like Super Bowl mode or something shit like that. And so long as you can last in that Super Bowl mode he go into when he get mad, you can beat him. All right, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's see. He said, "You smoking that good stuff again?" Nah, hey man, this is all cigars. We don't smoke nothing else but that. No, I get fired. Okay. All right, Fred, man, I'm gonna holler at you, man. Peace out. After the Detroit win, yeah, I'm gonna holler at you. All right, let's go. Let me go. A few more, a few more. Where we at? Let me see. Where we at? Smooth P said, give Jameis a consistent top 10 defense like the Patriots have had for the past 10 years, and you'll see playoffs. If we just give up 20 points a game, we'll score 30. It's a dub every time. 1,000% agree with you. But he still can't throw all those damn picks. Definitely agree with you, though. Give them a top 10 defense, and we talking playoffs every year. And this defense is showing some promise that they could do that. Be a top 10 defense. We already number one against the run. So we definitely, or at least top 3 against the run. So we clean up our them pass defense. You right, we be right there. All right, let's see where we at. I don't particularly love Winston, but give a man credit where it's due. Yeah, gotta give him credit, man. See, the thing about being a fan, and who said that? James. The thing about being a fan, James, is you able to do that. You could do it. You could do that. You able to flip flop on him if you want to. Why not? You a grown ass man. You can do whatever you want to do, right? If he play solid one week, great. If he play trash one week, you're trash. If one week you want us to sign him forever, cool. If the next week you don't, cool. It is on Jameis Winston to show you different. It is on Jameis Winston and Tampa Bay Buccaneers to make us fall in love with Jameis Winston. It is their duty. Because if he wasn't throwing all them picks, you love him all the time. If Jameis Winston played like Drew Brees, you love him. Can't nobody change that but him. Do you think OJ is gone next season? No. OJ will be here next season. OJ will be here next season. He's coming on. Oh, this is the last thing I'm gonna talk about. Jemiah said, why they give Colts the first down when he clearly called a timeout. So, as it was explained, if you don't know what he's talking about, the Colts was on like the damn 5 or the 3 or some crazy mess like that. And Jacoby Brissett called timeout and started to walk back to the sideline. And then he turned around and ran back under center and snapped the ball. And it was like, what? Didn't he call timeout? It is the discretion of the refs to honor a timeout when they have back-to-back timeouts. Because there was already a timeout called prior to that, he was calling another one, and it's to their discretion whether they honor that second timeout. And they decided to not honor that timeout and allow them to continue to play. Now, to me, that's bullshit, but that's what the rules are. So, because the timeout was already called, they just let it roll. That the NFL got some shit with it. That's bullshit. That man called timeout. However, they ended up kicking a field goal anyway and got the field goal. So even if they would have gave him the timeout, they still would have got the points, but they also would have lost the timeout. And they would have only had one on that last drive instead of 2. Now, we still was able to run the clock out. But had we not been able to run that clock out, and they would have had got left with like 20 seconds or something like that, and came down the field and scored, I'd have been through the damn roof, hot mad about that shit, because that's crazy. But it is to the discretion of the refs if they honor that second timeout, because it was already a timeout called prior and it was back to back. Trishby says, I hope we spend money on draft picks on the offensive line instead of a QB. I think that's what we're going to do. Last one. Last one. We're going to say, okay, you got it. You got the last comment that I'm getting off of here. I've been on here for almost 2 hours. Okay. Art says, why is the sports entertainment putting athletes in dresses? What message does that send children that look up to them? Well, last thing I'm going to say, it is not the responsibility of the NFL or anybody else to raise your children. It is your responsibility. So if they put athletes in dresses and your child think that that's okay, then that is something that you need to address with your children and say that is, if that's what you feel is not okay, then you say, hey, it's not okay. I don't know why they got them up there looking silly like that, but that's not okay. The message that they're sending, in my opinion, is that, and I don't know what specifically you're talking about, but the message they're sending that is that we're going to accept people for whoever they are, whatever they like to be or like to do. And so if a man want to wear a dress, cool. If a woman don't want to wear a dress, cool too. So they're teaching a message of acceptance for what people, for allowing people to do whatever they want to do, as opposed to us dictating what they are allowed to do. But if you got a problem with that, man, you got to address it directly with your children. It is not the NFL's responsibility to raise your children. All right, man. Tampa 2, Hooligans, another win in the bag. I gave y'all 2 hours of content. Like the video, share it, whatever you got to do. Peace.